You see, the concept is the idea of evidence of sin. When you look at the different sexes, men, women, or men versus women, a man's sin is often punished. A man's sin is often punished and highlighted. You know, if a man commit a crime, the law is quick to deal with him. They deal with the man very, very fast. Now, what the law has done, the law has done, is they've or women have sided with the law or the government, however you want to look at it, to pardon their bad behavior. So a woman can take a man's stuff. Women are not going to feel pity. So let's say a man did something wrong, he gets punished. So then he corrects himself. A man, whatever he do, whether it's in a club, in a fight, whatever it is the man does, he gets corrected and punished. So he learns to walk uprightly. He learns to say, hey, I don't do this as a man. I do that as a man. As a man, for me to succeed, I need to avoid these pitfalls. Okay? So his sins, he has to atone for them. He has to atone for his sins. You know, a lot of ladies be saying that pastor bros be going overseas to get with minors, almost as though that type of thing is not a crime. It's just an accusation. You see, it's an accusation. It's not the truth because men get punished for their crimes always. In rare cases, you know, if a woman, if a woman reports a man, even if it's not true, oftentimes that man will be at least investigated and so forth, even if the charges end up being dropped. So now, what am I saying in this video? The sins of the women they've been getting away with it. Yes, of course, there's occasions where women get punished for what they do, but for the most part, when a woman's going around, she's in college, eating free meals with guys she don't even like, you know, aborting children, it's almost like it's consequence free for a duration of time. There's no evidence of sin. You see, there's no punishment. There's no course correction. Nothing. You see, while a man is on the up and up because he's been corrected or he's down, stuck, paying alimony because apparently he did something wrong, a woman can do all these crimes against a man, say any type of thing on social media. It's only until when she's now at a latter stage, 30s, sometimes even 40s. That's when she's like, wait, nobody wants to marry me. Oh, you forgot you were posting hate things about men on social media. You were bragging about how you was eating for free. You aborted. You've had 5 or 6 abortions. The evidence of sin. So when the men are seeing the sin now and they're pointing it out, it says, hey, that I can't work with that. But a woman has been used to moving freely, consequence free. She's shocked. She does not repent. She does not turn around and say, let me repent of all these crimes, because she's used to getting away with that with the aid of the government and governmental systems. So what she going to do, she won't come after the man. But the game has changed. Men are looking at them like, hey, oh, no, 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 no. I pay for my, I pay my dues to get up here. I got this big chair and this crown. I earned it. You just literally run around calling yourself boss, queen, but you ain't paid for those things. So now society and reality is reflecting the truth about where you are really at, your position. You didn't pay for your crimes. The evidence of your sin now. That rat that's stuck in your cupboard is now stinking. It's smelly. And men are pointing it out. You know, it's not worth this. The juice is not worth the squeeze. Most relationships are not worth it. It's purely based on transaction. That evidence of sin, women don't like it. But men are better positioned because they've always been corrected. So now you, for the first time in your 30s, now you're learning that there's consequences to behavior. But you're not used to accountability. So what you going to do? You're going to cry, kick, and scream, and you're going to put on fake femininity just so you can attain. And you're not attaining somebody you even love anyway. You just want to be rescued from your bad decisions because you don't want the consequences of the sins that you committed because you are allowed to run free. But every bill gets due. The evidence of your sin is not coming along now. You did some things in your 20s, crushed a lot of hearts. Now there's consequences to that behavior. The evidence of your sin. We all sin, men and women, but men often have to atone for theirs, pay the prices. Bad turns set men back 10 years, 20 years. Now, men who are now, they're like, I do not want to be entangled or engaged to somebody who never had to pay for their crime, who believes they're superior to me, even though they earn less than me, and the giftings that they have is simply beauty. Because now that's on the decline. And then the sins and the crime or the cold heartedness that you exhibited to men, where you ghosted them, never returned or never replied, it's, it's coming due. And now you're seeking the men that you had no time for. All of a sudden now you want to reach back to them and say, hey, what's up? How you doing? I'm not really wanting to. And the thing is, you're too far gone because it's in your nature now to do certain things. Right now you're doing things out of desperation. That's the evidence of your sin. Because to be grown in a righteous way is to correct our mistakes. Pay for our crimes. But the female nature, for the most part, a lot of them have been allowed to be reckless, mean, get away with crimes simply because they're women. And women rally behind bad behavior. So sins are rarely they're rarely atoned for. But now things are changing. Men are saying, nah, I'm good. I'm going to travel. I'm going to eat. It's cheaper to buy one ticket. Cheaper to buy one meal. It's cheaper to pay for it. So now there's going to be a change, an exodus of men. And there's going to be a lot of tears. And they can see through the BS of what women do in terms of like, oh, you're not man enough, that shaming thing. We saw a man trying to do the right thing by calling it out. Kevin Samuels and his other brothers trying to call it out. But nobody was listening. So now the sins have to be paid for.